Google just released an update to their Gemini model. Gemini 2.0 Flask, to be exact. They allow Gemini to now have long chain memory, or actually infinite memory. So now when you prompt or talk to Gemini, it can now remember everything you told it, which is somewhat kind of creepy when I say that out loud, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. It's basically like how ChatGPT has memory features where if you go back to it the next day, it can remember the previous conversations that you had with it. And on the side with ChatGPT, they have these tasks or whatever, and you can keep on prompting it to death and you can keep continuing a conversation. That's basically what's happening with Gemini. Gemini is getting this memory feature that is on par with ChatGPT, where now when you talk to it, it kind of understands you more and more and what you're trying to achieve more and more, which I think is pretty cool. I think that this is a tool that's going to definitely help, especially when it comes to solutioning any project or problem that you have. If you are having an issue or you want something done, you don't have to keep on reminding Gemini that you have this same type of project or same type of idea. You can just go back and continue. So let's say you're maybe a marketer or a developer, or you maybe have just some common task where you're using Gemini as a common point of contact. You can just keep on coming back and saying, instead of it saying, hey, I want you to act as a marketer, or hey, I want you to help me with this coloring book or whatever, you can come back and just be like, hey, remember I talked to you about the coloring book? Let's continue on that thought process. I got to page 6 of the coloring book. Now I'm working on page 7 for this coloring book. Can you help me out with this? How should I now achieve page 7 of the coloring book and have it in the same type of style as the rest of them? And then it can have a conversation about, that sounds good, give you back an answer, which is pretty good. But this is only for 2.0 Pro Flask, as well as this is only for Gemini Advanced users. So this is not on the free tier. This is only for people who are paying for Gemini's subscription for that advanced tier list. And that comes with other things like the deep research feature they have, where it has almost ChatGPT's deep research. I think it's called deep research or deep thinking, but it's the same thing basically, where it takes a long time to answer your questions, but it does a whole entire report. Either way, I think this is pretty cool. And to see that these other AIs are catching up to ChatGPT, even that the lanes are becoming more merged. You even see like Perplexity doing deep research, deep thinking. You even see like ChatGPT now able to search the internet while you're asking a question. All of the lanes for a lot of these AIs are all merging. It's not like one is standing out more than the other when it comes to more unique use cases. They're all just doing everything, which I didn't think was going to happen. I thought we was going to see a deviation of people going off and doing their own thing with the AIs, but we're not seeing that. We're seeing that everybody's tackling everything, and that we'll be able to choose the best one for whichever job that they're best at. But you can still have a lot of competition. For example, like Claude, that 3.5 Sonnet is still probably the best one for coding. Even though Gemini is really good, ChatGPT is pretty good, you still have, well, this right here. You still have, well, Gemini you still have these other AIs really trying to catch up. But if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest AI news, you should definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy Dex Not Dexter out.